In this video, I'm going to attempt to change the pedal box, and this is because the amount of sideways play in the clutch pedal and brake pedal. So as I say all the time, wish me luck.
Using a long Phillips screwdriver to undo the Phillips screw heads, simple task to remove the pedal box cover. I was greeted with a number of bolts that were fiddly that I had to use a 3/8 drive extension and a 1/4 inch drive extension to undo them.
Well, I've removed the pedal box and you can see I've got some clearing up. There's some washers down there which maybe have been left from previous owners, but it's out. I do have a refurbished pedal box to go in, so that's in the loft. I need to go and get that, but you can just see the pedal box there. It's been painted the colour of the car, so I know the engine bay is being painted. So now what I need to do is just give it a good clean, and then as you can see I've left both master cylinders in place. I don't really want to disconnect them. I'm just going to give them a good clean and then put it back together.
Well, I swept the area and decided to apply Jello-Lite to the area and just really cleaned it down. My next step was to apply some zinc primer, again given sufficient time to allow it to dry, and then a coat of black hammerite paint. With the pedal box I just degreased it, and as you can see it's nice and clean. I rubbed it down, and also the cover that I'm going to use, and just sprayed it with some etch primer. Again, it needs a few coats, and as you can see from the images it's all nice and clean. I just rubbed it down just to give it a key along with the pedals, and then I just applied some zinc primer to the cover. It needs to be flattened again, and then some hammerite paint, I think the spray on type, I can't remember at the moment, and again this was just basically to list on a well-known auction site. Perfectly serviceable, but again, as I said before, I've also purchased a refurbished pedal box which has been powder coated, so there's no need for me to actually fully refurb the item. With the brakes disconnected, I moved towards the rear of the car and removed the drums, and as you can see from the image, it was a good idea to remove the old flaking paint and the rust on the drums, using a wire wheel connected to my grinder. I always find this really produces really good results. I'm never ever going to remove all the rust, but I give the drums a good clean with brake cleaner, and just made sure that I provided a good key to paint each drum. With the rear drums removed, this shows me the condition of the rear linings, the adjuster, the springs that hold the brake shoes in place. But also I'm going to renew the cylinder, as sometimes the rear brakes actually stick, and this is again a service item. Well, after 3 weeks, a hospital stay because of COVID, I managed to apply the first coat of silver brake caliper and drum paint. I'm sure that it's going to need maybe 2 or 3 coats to obtain a satisfactory finish.